Hello. Hi, Wande. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Perfect. So, how's your day going?
Yeah, things have been good. So, just in the session recording, I was saying goodbye to somebody. I was like, hey, I will see you. I'll be back if I don't see you whenever you finish your verse, but I appreciate you.
Oh, so working on new material.
Yeah.
Is it new material?
Yeah.
New album, new single?
Yeah, so new album on the way. Got some singles on the way too, but yeah, new album on the way. I'm wrapping up. Basically, I should be done kind of like this week type stuff, like the next few days. So we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up.
I've got so much to ask you because obviously, you know, we're across the shores, and I fell in love with you as soon as I heard the song In the Light, and I said that, you know, I'm a woman of faith, and I wanted to have some women with bars that actually, for me, had purpose. So it was just a no-brainer. And when you said yes, you're going to come on the platform, I said, all right, let me line up my list of questions for you. So I hope you don't mind, but if we just delve straight in, because I don't think you've got much time.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing music for?
So I've been doing music since about like 2010, but professionally 2019. So 2010, I found out that I could rap like in a biology class, very random. And it became like a thing where I was like the girl who rapped at school, but I was very passionate about my faith. So while I rap, you would get some bars about Jesus while I'm rapping, even if it's at lunch or whatever. And from there, God, he just told me along the way, like, hey, I want you to be a rapper for real. And ironically, like, you would think that'd be like, oh yeah, but for me, it was kind of terrifying because it was definitely outside of my comfort zone. And like, I'm Nigerian as well, so like, my parents were like, oh, I want you to be a doctor. Yeah, so it was kind of like, I would look really crazy because I don't know anybody in my circle who has done anything creative. And so it was definitely really different, but God just like, you know, helped me out along the way. And so 2019, I was able to get signed and then like kind of professionally do it.
That's such an amazing backstory. Like, you gave me so much bullet points in one answer, because the whole kind of parents and heritage and them wanting you to be lawyers and doctors. So sometimes when you know you're ordained to do something, even though your parents have got a whole different journey planned out for you, it's amazing. So what inspired you to kind of want to rap then?
So honestly, it came out of nowhere. Like literally, I had a biology project, and she was like, "Hey, if you want to rap, you can do the rapping option." And I was like, "That's way easier than PowerPoint." I was like, "Why would you not choose it?" And from there, Nicki Minaj, she was famous at the time.
Yes.
So because of Nicki, I was like, "Oh, I can do this." So I think representation is important. So because of her, like I believe that a woman could do it well. And so, yeah, from there, I just got my textbook and I was like, okay, what would Nicki Minaj say? And then I started rapping. And yeah, from there, I think it was my faith that sustained me. So I noticed that it had someone's attention. And I was like, this is like not normal how much attention this is bringing. And from there, I was like, man, let me just use it to impact lives. And because I saw the impact, what sustained me to like do it beyond just having fun was like, I really felt like God called me to do it, and he really showed me how it could change people's lives, like through what I was saying.
Do you know, I really love that you mentioned Nicki Minaj as well, because we are a platform that stands for female empowerment and just females in general representing themselves and having something to say that is empowering to others. And so where she's kind of got this really great lyrical prowess, she's got amazing pen game, she writes hits, but then she doesn't necessarily focus on faith bars, let's just say. So to have not many representations of females in the game that were kind of dedicated to putting out kind of faith music, how did you feel when you was like putting out your first single and it was very much dedicated to righteousness?
Yeah, honestly, all I had was kind of male examples when it came to the Christian rap stuff. Yeah. So it really was like people like Lecrae, Andy Mineo, they inspired me a lot. And yeah, from there, like their music helped me, honestly. Like it actually led to me end up getting saved, actually. Their music encouraged me to like look more into faith. And then I ended up going to a summer camp that they were performing at and got saved. And so I think those examples of the men, shout out to them. Yes. I think they carry the torch well, and so that's what I kind of look to as my examples of like what to do. But then obviously I wanted to be myself and I wanted to be feminine. So from there, I only have I learned to interpret and keep my Jesus values.
Well, you're definitely one of one. I really love the way that you've branded yourself, because you've got that feminine kind of pink, thing, but then you've got the edge, and then you're rapping that like you don't expect to. It's all little bit of a mismatch, but it works. It all comes together very nice as a package. And in terms of like your three favorite Christian rappers, do you have any particularly, like, it doesn't have to be rappers, just in general, like you mentioned a few already, but who in the Christian world of music has inspired you?
I would say inspired versus favorite is probably different for me, but
so all right, so you said that it'd be a bit different if it was favorite, so who would be your favorite?
So favorite is kind of hard. I'm like, I don't know.
That's a hard one. Yeah, it is hard.
People who I'm listening to at the moment, I enjoy a lot. I would say Florida rappers are who have my interest at the moment. So a lot of boys and girls from Florida, they be going hard. So as of now, Caleb Gordon and Alex Jean and Scooty Wop, I would say that they're my favorite at the moment, where they just keep it exciting, they keep the energy going.
So is there any collaborations on the cards with any of those favorite rappers, or is it
Yeah, we got some in route, so stay tuned.
Amen. That's what I like to hear. And so of all of the music that you've put out so far, this is a really hard question because I wouldn't be able to answer it, but what's been your favorite song to date, and for what reason, if there is one?
It's very hard. I would say the latest one, Maybe Said That, is my favorite.
Everyone always says the latest one, don't they? But then it's like asking somebody to pick between their children. You can't really ask them because they've all got different meaning, haven't they?
Yeah, but I would say that's one of my favorites because of how fun and high energy it is. Like, it just gets me lit. I'm like, yeah. So I would say that's one of my favorites so far at the moment.
And do you write everything on your own, or do you have co-writers, or do you do sort of like group sessions?
Yeah, so for the most part, like all my verses, I write my verses, and then we do group sessions for things like the choruses, because as recently I'm like, okay, the chorus is really important. Obviously we're at a label, they want me to be profitable, so it's like, it's okay. It don't gotta be the Wande show. Like, I can collaborate. If God wants to send me some geniuses who want to bless my life, let's collaborate and make this chorus fire. So, yeah.
I love that. And do you kind of listen to any UK music? Like, is there anybody in the UK that you listen to? Because we're always interested overseas who's kind of stands out over here for them.
Yeah, there's an artist I know named Limo Blaze. He's pretty dope. He does like kind of gospel rapping. And there's another girl, I think her name was like Bella or something like that.
Okay.
From the UK. So I think I discovered her. She has one called like Evil Eye or something like that. And so I heard her on Colors.
Oh, okay. No, Colors is amazing. Are we going to be seeing you on Colors anytime soon?
Hey, we'll make it happen. I'm going to be coming to the UK, so I need to make it happen whenever I'm down there.
Well, whenever you're in the UK, we've also got our own show that we're releasing in the next month or so. So when you're in the UK, please do let us know, because we'd love to have you on there.
Yeah. Definitely. I'll be there in September, so.
Okay, we'll get that in the diary with management. We'd like to ask them, what does female empowerment mean to you personally?
I think female empowerment to me means championing other women and providing them with opportunities to thrive. So I think often, people like to poison our minds as women artists and make you feel like it can only be you. When that's honestly stupid, because there's so many men who are they hopping on each other's songs.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's like intentionally reaching out to my sisters to like, hey, drop a verse. I know you can rap, so go hard.
Amen. I love that.
Or if I have a show, call them and be like, hey, I have a show. Like, trying to pull up you in the city.
Yeah.
Get off stage.
Yes.
Or just whatever I learned about recording or how to advocate for myself or business, like not just keeping that to myself and being like, you're gonna have to learn it yourself, but like sharing the knowledge with my sisters as well, like along the way.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so in terms of like collaborations with other females, I mean, I know you're up for it because I've had a little nose around and saw that you're doing something really amazing with your WhatsApp bestie. So you're kind of doing empowerment for your sisters and giving them tools and stuff and how to kind of navigate. I don't know if that's specifically for music, but if that's just all general kind of like, these are the type of things, gems that I want to share. But yeah, is that sort of like an independent thing that you're doing on the side, or is that part of the whole Wande brand?
Yeah, that's honestly just like a passion project.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just passionate about just like helping women. So that's just like everything I like, hey, if I learn something, I'm about to put you on too. So anything I've learned from like hair to makeup to face, anything, like I put it on like the What's Up Bestie page or the What's Up Bestie channel, and like I share it to encourage my sisters in Christ and stuff.
Yeah, that is amazing, and that's really what we love about you as an artist, because you've got this accessible side of your brand which helps others. There's this helping philanthropy side of what you do, and I think it's transcending. I mean, I don't know where you see yourself in your career, whether you feel like, you know, you're quite there or you feel like you've got more to come, but in terms of just seeing the journey, I think it's really quite amazing to watch. I think that you stand for what you know, you have a principle that you stand on, and it's very beautiful. Everything that you create, it's always exciting. And that leads me on to my next question. Directing your videos, do you have a say in the visuals that you create?
Actually, yeah. So I think this year will be the first time where I'm going to be more hands off, but a lot of my videos, like I've cast the vision for even locations and stuff like that. But a lot of times, like it comes to me, I'm casting the vision. I'm like, hey, I envision sand, I envision dancing, and then I collaborate with my choreographer to let her know the vision. I collaborate with my videographer, Mikkel, because he's also been with me a lot. Basically, almost all my videos, like 90%, he's done them. So then I'll share my vision, and then I'm like, y'all do what you do and get the sauce. So I'll cast the overall vision, and then they'll be like, okay, from here, here's how I feel like this lens can make it pop the most. You know, these angles, these cuts. So like they'll do their video sauce, and then my choreographer Deja will do her choreography sauce to like make the vision come to life. But this year I actually want to experiment a little bit too with just like letting people who are directors do their thing as well. So,
yes, give them a bit of free. Yeah.
I also want to, I still want to like see like what would life look like if I let someone else, you know.
Amazing. So I've got a couple more questions and then we're going to wrap it up. But in regards to sort of like any advice that you would give for females that want to, you know, do music, but it's not necessarily going to be popular music, what kind of advice would you give them, if any?
I would say honestly, just do what you're called to, because like if you really truly feel led to like make a song, it doesn't matter. Like things don't have to be on a million scale all the time.
No.
Like, you would be surprised. Even 1,000, like if you have 1,000 people in a room, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And if each one of those 1,000 people got impacted by like what you said, I feel like that's a beautiful thing. So I would say don't look at numbers, just look at what you feel led to do. Because we've even seen stories of somebody might have wrote a song like 30 years ago and then it pops off.
Yeah.
And so that even happened in the UK with somebody from like her thing popped up on Stranger Things like 30
years later. 30 years later, and then it went big.
Yeah. So I would say just do what you feel led, because you don't know who's going to be impacted by it. Like even you might be the person who impacts influencers. So like say 10 people listen to your song, but those 10 people are like people who go out and share the world because that's their calling. Like just make it, because you don't know like who you're called to and like who's going to be affected by the music.
That's very true. I think you even done an interview where I heard you say something about sometimes if you don't even finish what you're doing now, like if you're called, everybody's called to a purpose, and sometimes like if you quit, you don't know what the next generation that you've just let down because you quit, because the ripple effect of what you're about to do, you don't know how that's going to influence the next person because they've seen you do it. So sometimes it's just about keeping on going. And I don't know if that was from you, but I just feel like that feels like something that would have come from you. That's the kind of thing that's the energy that you give. Okay, so finally for Femme Fatale TV, we ask all of our interviewees this: what is your favourite F word and why?
I think my favorite F word is favor, because you know the Lord wants to put some favor on your life.
Yes.
Not complain. And so I feel like me and God are besties, you know. And so I'm like, look, man, I can't complain. I don't know why he likes to shower things my way, but I'm not gonna say no.
No.
Favor is my favorite F word. And yeah, I think everybody in life, like if you think about it, if we're treated on a baseline level, sometimes we don't like that. Sometimes we like the preferential treatment.
That's true. That's true.
I would say favor, just because you know sometimes in life it's okay to be blessed and to receive good things.
It's very much okay to be blessed, which is one of your songs, isn't it? Okay, well, thank you so much for making the time
But
to
at
speak
least we
to
got
us.
there in the end.
I really appreciate
Thank you so
it. I
much
know
for
it's been a
joining us
bit
one day,
tricky.
and
I tell
we
you, the
wish you
enemy's
all the
been
best
working
with your
really hard
music
for
in
us
the
to not
future,
speak to you.
in the present, and yeah, continue to just spread his gospel. You're doing an amazing job.
Magic girls on the map, yeah. I just see the pretty face of debating like how is God using that? Ayy, on my ET got a phone home. Call my father, what he do? Ayy, body got me in the zone. Whoa, praying for my haters too. Yeah, what's the secret to the moves? Ayy, prayer got me breaking through. Yeah, if God is for me, who can come against me? Send them prayers up and watch him move. Send that.